name is Donovan Harris, and I worked in the plastics department. Yeah, in the plastics department, they design safety tests for plastic components of equipment. And usually, people in the labs, like the technicians, they run the tests. And this is me in a picture with all the members of the plastics department. Nice people. This summer, I checked samples. So usually, when something needs to be tested, the client sends it in. And to make sure that you actually have everything, someone has to sit down and make sure, go through all the samples, make sure everything's there. A couple times I got sample boxes that had like maybe 80 samples. So it can take a long time to go through all the samples, and then you can understand why a client may leave some samples out. I also designed a data sheet that a technician will use in the lab. I also did file review. File reviews are service requests where you go through and see if a product that a company makes still complies with the standard that has been changed. This summer there was an industry-wide standard change, so I went through about maybe 200 service requests, and I removed products that no longer comply with the standard from the registry, and then the engineers would contact the clients and ask them if they wanted to either to run a test, and then that was a billable thing, so they charged the client to run a new test. The client may decline because sometimes they didn't even make the product anymore. I also ran a comparative tracking index test, and this test measures the electrical breakdown of material, because that's what tracking is, the electrical breakdown of material. And here's a picture of a CTI test going on. The black circles are around the bars where the current is coming through. The little bright circle at the bottom, I don't know what color that is, but there you actually see tracking happening. I tested plastic, so when the plastic will track, the surface will become carbonized, and then it is also possible for the carbonized surface to burst into flames. And the white arrow is usually at the top. The solution with ammonium chloride in it will fall down on the spot where the current will go through. What I learned, I learned that there are a lot of steps that things we use have to go through to be deemed safe. For example, something like a smoke detector. There's the outer plastic surface, so it may go through impact tests, maybe tests to see if the smoke may actually damage the plastics, or if it will just wear down over time, like if you put it too close to your window or something. Or, on the inside to see if the things, when the electricity goes through from the battery, doesn't react with the components. And also learned how important it is for engineers, even across multiple disciplines, to collaborate. This went back in school for me because in my electrical and computer engineering class, my professor would always talk to us about how important teamwork was, and every week we had to get into teams of 3 or 2, and we had to build a robot with other members, and it was difficult. And if we had problems, he said you couldn't even talk to him about our problems. We had to resolve it ourselves. And I know that they must have problems because these people come from different backgrounds and they have different disciplines. Like there's one person in the department who was a material science major. Then there are a couple of electrical engineering majors. Then there was also a bio engineering major. So it's a lot of different backgrounds and perspectives on solving problems. And now we're going to bring up Dolores Fernandez.